So I wanted to do an update because there's a lot going on, but I have been a little bit unsure about what parts to share and which ones to do a separate video for. And so I wanted to kind of try to narrow it down and keep it focused. Gosh, there's so many things that make doing foster care worth it. And you can talk to any foster family. There's a lot of people, every foster family will tell you how hard it is and why it's hard. There's a million reasons it's hard. The state makes it hard, the kids' emotions, the biological parents. There's pretty much everything makes it hard. But the rewards are what make it worth it. So we have had our little guy with us for 2 years, and he is getting ready to transition to his adoptive home, or we're in the process of transitioning him. So he spends time with them throughout the month and consistently to sort of build a relationship with them. He already knows them. They were a respite home, and they took him for a week, and so he knows them. And since then we've spent a little bit of time with them here and there, and then they decided that they wanted to be an adoptive placement if ever there was a need for one for him, and it looks like there may be. So they stepped in and said yes, so we're transitioning him over there. In the next month or two he should be over there permanently, and I'm sure right now I'm feeling strong. Right now I'm feeling so good about where he's going and who he's going to be with and how this all happened, that I'm not to the point where I'm emotional about him leaving yet. I'm sure I will get there. But it's such a good situation that I can't help but just be grateful and excited, and I see where he has a chance now. Statistics for kids who are in and out of foster care are depressing. And so I see him now as having a really great chance at not being part of those statistics. And we're watching him go through this process, and he has voiced his opinion about the fact that he doesn't want to be adopted. He doesn't want to move. He just wants his mom. And so I love that he feels like he's able to voice those things. That's healthy. And there's been a lot of ups and downs emotionally where you can tell he's having a hard day, and he's even said, I just have a lot to think about, and you know, do your laundry. Oh, I just forgot to do the laundry. I forgot, you know, because we're teaching him to do his own laundry. So he just freaks out about his laundry and just realizing he's got a lot going on up here. And so we've seen that, but he's just been amazing. And I can't help but feel like it's because these last 2 years he has been in a steady, loving environment. For 2 years he has been taught tools that will take him through the rest of his life, starting now, starting with this transition that he's having to make in his life. It's a huge one, and he's such a champ. I mean, it's unreal. And I feel like, gosh, this is why we do this. This is why we bring these kids into our home, even if it's only temporary. And as heartbreaking as that is, especially those families who want to adopt these kiddos, the heartbreak, I can't even imagine. But so whenever every single foster family or foster parent has heard this multiple times. When you tell somebody you're a foster parent and they respond with, I've always wanted to do that, but I would just get too attached. Every foster parent has heard that multiple times. And I think every foster parent has similar responses, which is, great, you would be so good at this then, because these kids need someone who will attach 100% and love them with everything they've got, even if it means they might lose them. So I was talking to a relative the other day, and that sort of came up, and as I'm talking to her, I was explaining to her, you are going to instill in these kids, even if they're only with you temporarily, gifts that they will take with them for the rest of their life, gifts on how to get through life successfully. And I was thinking about our little guy, and I was thinking the last 2 years, we have poured into him how to love others, how to allow others to love him, work ethic, taking responsibility for yourself, for your choices, being trustworthy, being honest, just life tools. So valuable, these tools that a lot of these kids don't get unless somebody opens their home and brings them in. And I want to say, it's not like he's going to leave our home with all these amazing tools because we were such phenomenal foster parents. I am so impatient. I have failed every single day as a mom and as a foster mom. Every single day. I've had to tell my husband I was too hard on him today. I should have been more understanding. He's got a lot going on, and I still got frustrated with him for not doing this. Whatever it may be. And again, or I haven't said this, so not again, but we really believe that we want to teach these kids that you are still expected to reach your full potential despite your circumstances. So just because you're going through a lot doesn't mean you can be disrespectful. We're going to work through that. We're going to learn how to express yourself in a respectful, healthy way. Hold on, Kay. So, but still, I want to be understanding and patient as I'm teaching him these things. And most of the time, I'm not. I just get frustrated because there's disrespect or whatever it may be. So I'm confessing all this to say that in 2 years of messing up as a parent, as a foster parent, every single day, the one thing I've done is consistently love. The one thing my husband and I have done, the teachers in his life, the school that he's been going to, his casa, his mentor that visits with him every week, consistent love all around him. And because of that, I am now watching this little guy walk through one of the hardest times in his life with such strength. It's unreal. He's 9, and it's as though he understands this is the safest thing for him, the best option, even though it doesn't feel good. He's just the emotional maturity. He's expressed his feelings about it, but I feel that he's going into this new home with the ability to love and the ability to be loved. So going to this family, he seems so ready. He seems so okay with it. And he knows he'll be coming over here on the weekends. He's already making plans. When we go play with the neighbors, when I come visit, I mean, he's already talking about it, and he's just so good. And I can't help but feel like it's because he has acquired tools in the last 2 years, and those tools just come from us loving consistently, not doing this parenting thing perfectly, thank God. So all back to say the valuable tools that you're instilling in these kids by saying yes to foster care. This has been such a reminder for me as I watch him go through this time in his life with such strength. It's because of these 2 years. And so, it makes it worth it. It makes you go, okay, more kids need this chance. More kids need this, families to open their home and teach them these things just by loving them consistently, not by being perfect. So that's kind of where we're at, and that's what's going on.